Alright, that happened again. I'm riding the lawnmower and drove too close to the barbed wire fence and it got tangled all up into the blades. I'm going to show you how to remove the blades. I've already tried to get some of the barbed wire out and it just won't come, so we'll have to remove the blades and we'll go from there. So we got it in the trailer so we don't have to lay on the ground. Let me show you what it looks like underneath there. I was gonna see if I can try to remove the blade like that. Maybe I could do that right now, but got all the barbed wire, it's wrapped around the blade. See if we can get in there. Barbed wire sharp. Got the bolt out. How's that? These blades have seen better days. I think I'll go pick some up from the store, and tomorrow we'll pull out the deck, clean it up, replace these blades, and get it back on the road. Just for those people that are wondering, the bolt that goes up in there is not a left-handed thread, it's a right-handed thread. This is a Craftsman L3000 with a 20 horse. And a lot of people probably was wondering if, if they can't get it off, am I turning it the right way? But this is just regular right-handed threads, like a normal bolt. So you just unscrew it the normal way. That's for both blades. Alright, I'll see you in the morning. Okay, we've moved the lawnmower over to some cement. It's out on my sidewalk, the only big cement place I have, so I can slide it out the deck. I was going to show you where the pins are, but it's so dirty under there. I'll probably have to clean that out. But the pin we want to take off on this side is that one there, and then these two front ones on this one on the other side, and then the PTO one, which is behind that, which we'll see in a second. I'll just stick it here and get that going. So that first one right there. Shoot, let me grab some. Got the needle nose. Jeez, there's one. We'll do the front there. Probably an easy way to take these off, but I don't know how it is. I bet some of you are laughing going, all you gotta do is do this. Wish you were here. Let's see. Forgot I put these type on there. There it goes. 2. The other one. It's right there. Two more. One of them's right there. Now the last one, which is buried underneath all that grass back there. Let's see, where are you at? There he goes. It's kind of a difficult one way back in the back. But once you get it, you just pull it straight out, and the spring from the PTO just you pull it out, and then you slide the spring off the pulley system. Now we should be kind of ready to go here. These just pop out like one. Two. Oh, that one's all bent. Maybe I have to
straighten these out too.
And then the other two that we gotta take off are that one right above this pulley. You have a just slide that out. Without getting in the way of the camera, it's gonna be difficult. How can I do this? I can lay on my side here. This bar here, we pulled the pin out of this, so we just need to pull that off of that. I have to lift the deck up a little bit. There it goes. Okay, one, and then we got one on the other side. Got all the connections. There's one last thing to do, and that's to pull the belt off the motor pulley, which is right there. Right here. It's really hard to, you know, not put yourself in the middle of the camera so you can see what's going on. There. Alright, so now should be able to lift this assembly up. You see this as I lift it up, that's how it lifts the deck up, but still it's disconnected. Get it out of the way by lifting it up. Now I should just Am I hitting? Oh, I missed one. Come over here. Grab my pliers. I still need to grab that guy right there. That one right there. I'm just gonna pull it straight towards the camera. There. Ah. Feel better now. Let me set this back up. Alright. Now, damn it. Bleep that. Put the pin out, but I didn't take the bar off. Okay, now the bar's off. Let's see if we can slide this. This comes right out. Except for I pulled the wrong pin for the PTO. What I pulled was, okay, well, I guess I had to do that too. But you have a spring that goes over this, which pulls this to engage your belt, your blades. But I also have to pull this off right here. Pull this out. slides out. There's that. Okay, hold on a second. There. Pull this off. Stick that up like that. Now slide it out the rest of the way until I find something else I need to discard. They're not too heavy, but they're not light. Okay. Now what I've always done is when I pull these off, if you need to carry it somewhere, you slide these, that pulley, this bracket, just slide it in until they're across. You can grab them both together. It's like a handle. You can pick it up and move it where you need to. Oh, okay. We took that off last night. I forgot to tell you that the size of the bolt, size of the bolt that you'll be removing with the socket is a 9/16. Got a lot of stuff all in there. We'll be having to get some WD-40 on that. What you want to check though is when the blade, here, let me get the blade. The blade fits on like that. If at any time that the bolt becomes loose and you're still mowing, it pops off and it starts spinning. What happens is that this gets worn down. The blade just simply goes across it and just wears this down to a nub, and you have to then replace that whole pulley system there. But I've learned the hard way several times, and like last night when we ran over that bob wire, it was basically, you can see where it was munched. It was all nice and silver. You can see where the bob wire just scratched the hell out of the casing here. So you stop the mower and you go back, get it fixed. What we'll do now is we'll pull this off and look at the condition of that one there. Like I said yesterday, it's a normal threaded. It's not left-handed threaded, so you just undo it like you normally would. Holy cow, that one's loose already. That's not good. Watch me have it all rounded off on this now. Oh, got lucky. It's up a little bit, but not up a lot. Because what's happening is it gets loose, and then you get these little like hay bale, polypropylene stuff they do bale hay with, and it gets stuck underneath there. It just gets thicker and thicker and thicker, and keeps pushing that up and up and up, and pretty soon, like I showed you before, that the blade will just start rounding these edges off. And it looks like I got lucky and caught it in time. These blades are just toast. me show you this one. There's actually a hole, you can see it, there's a hole right in the blade where it's worn down. There's another hole right there in that one. You can see the grass coming through it. Let's see if I can, yeah, you can see it right there. So yeah, these are way overdue. I went to the store to buy new blades. Well, first of all, let's put these on the ground. Yeah, these are, when I put them in my hand, the two old blades in my hand, if you look at that, they're not bent. It's not like we've ran over tons of huge rocks and bent the blades. I almost said the H word again. They're the distance, I mean, they're flat. Otherwise, you know, one of these isn't really cocked up really bad. So that's a good thing. It's just that we've used these blades longer than we should have. They're pretty thin. The new blade, if I can open up the package here, pulling out. Plastic. The new blade, they come in a package. And this one has two blades in that same package. You see how they mirror image each other. There's no spaces. These blades are nice and flat. And so what we do is we take that package off, which is tough. And I won't have it on camera because then you laugh at me struggling with this. But I want to say these blades are not cheap. If you notice, let's see, I'll put that ones up next to this. This blade here, the old one is flat this way until you get to the very end, and it has like a little bend in it, and that's to throw the grass up. Like if you had a grass catcher attached to this, it throws it up in the air, and that's what that bend is for. This one here actually has two bends. It's not straight right there. You can see that it's bent, and that's also to catch the grass, and then there's another bend at the end. But this is to lift it up mid-stroke, so the other blade has a chance to swack it. This is more like a mulching blade. It doesn't have the fluted edges on the back here, but this is the next step down from a mulching blade. If you notice, again, it's the same thickness, same width, I should say, same width all the way down, and there's the bends. This one here, even though it's been worn out, you can kind of see that there's like a little cut in here, and then it comes around. The new ones are just like that as well. It's just this is worn out. The blade on the right, a set of two at Lowe's currently, as of today, is about $58 for two. The one on the right was $38. Of course, I chose the one on the right, and it's thicker and it has more material on it, so it probably lasts longer in my field. So to me, getting this kind right here is what I want. So 38 versus 57. Okay, so now before we put these back on, I'm gonna take a screwdriver and I'm gonna start scraping. Maybe I'll speed this up so you don't bore you to death. Let me put you over here. There we go. Give me a minute to clean this up. Back at church. What I'm doing here is I'm pushing the old junk on, there's a hole behind this, and I'm just kind of pushing it back in there, that way I can just pull it off on the other side. If you don't clean this off, this stuff just gets wet and it'll start rusting your deck, and we don't want that. This deck that I have is, this particular one is pretty old, and it's because every year, I mean, it sounds like it should be doing it more than once a year, but every year, whether it needs it or not, it needs new blades, I'll tip them over and clean it out. Sometimes I can get the lawnmower up some ramps, and I don't have to take the deck off to do this. I can just clean it off, generally, spray it, get some WD-40 on it. It's just a wire brush. Very used wire brush, but it does the job. Maybe one of these days I'll build a garage and put a lift in it. Don't have to work on my knees out here, but I enjoy it. I mean, look, I got a friend over here. She's wanting some bread, I can tell. She likes to hang around, watch me. Anyway, got one side done. I'm gonna put some WD-40 in there, and you can see if I can get it spin again. I need a two-hand, hold on. The belt on the other side is giving me some resistance. That's what's going on. Okay, let's tackle this side. Okay, I'll move you. Get out of here. What's funny is I don't usually mow when it's wet, but there's definitely some water in the grass, I guess, 'cause there's a lot of
Funny is the rest of how clean this is. It's just right here. I'm wondering if these new blades will do a better job at keeping it clean. Maybe. Let's check if he's still recording. Yep, still recording. Well, it's getting there. Maybe a couple more passes over that with the screwdriver and flat blade. A little bit of rest. Oh, I just got it. Waiting. It's about, what is today, the 15th of December? No, sorry, 15th of September. So the days are starting to get cooler, which is nice. But I don't want to wait too much longer because pretty soon all we'll have is rain. I don't want to do this in the rain. It's going to be one big freaking mess. almost want to get a vacuum, get it out. Let's see this turn. This turns kind of. Bleed. Pull the belts on it. Okay, at a point, enough's got to be enough. I'm not going to spray it down with water. I decided not to do that. Or maybe I should. Oh, what the hell. Let's spray it down. Get this stuff out of the way. Then we're going to have a bunch of garbage around here. Let me get my tools out of the way. I guess a power washer would come in handy about now. Guess it would be nice to move my camera. Stick it over here. There we go. Maybe I can explain what's going on with a lot of these things. This is where your motor pulley would be in here, pulling your belt. What these are here, it looks like I forgot some, dang it. Oh wow. I'm gonna have to spray this out some more. Anyway, these here, you can see like there's a brake pad on that, and it rides right on that pulley. Now, and it's pulled by that spring, pulled down by that spring. However, when you engage this bar moves down, and you can see where it's rubbing on this here. It's going to, see how it releases that brake right there, and it allows that pulley to spin freely. There's one there, and there's also another one on this side underneath that plastic shroud. By that spring right there's. Okay, now what that does is when you when you disengage your pulley by pulling it with where is it? This here. When it pulls and you disengage it, if this brake was not on there, it would allow the blades, because there's a lot of mass on those blades, to spin freely when you're getting off the lawnmower, and so underneath your deck, even though you have it still running, the blades will still be whipping around. And so that's why you have brakes on here. I have decks where I've had to pull that brake off because it's been bent so badly I can't fix it, and so all my blades are freewheeling, but that's kind of dangerous. So that's how that brake works. So you're going, and when you pull it, engage it, you can see the brake comes off, and when you disengage it, it goes back on and stops your blades from turning. Okay, this side of the deck actually looks worse than the other side of the deck as far as the rust, but it's not too bad. It's just surface rust at the moment, which maybe I'll have to, next summer we'll have a video on taking this all apart, fixing it, putting it back together, grinding it down, getting rid of the rust and repainting it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is put you back over there on the steps, and then I'm going to spray this off once again, and then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to spray the other side off, because you can see where it is coming through here. I'll do that one more time. Then put some WD-40 on some parts, slide it back under, hook it back up. Oh, I gotta put the blades on. And there we go. Don't forget that. Alrighty. It's nice to spray your phone down with water. Makes it work better. Okay. I don't know if you can read this, but right here it says grass side, which means that your sticker side is up that way. So you go on like this. Maybe. Okay, there's one. Now it doesn't matter if you put this on any which way, they're going to spin independently of each other, so it's okay. Pull this sticker off. It says grass side, so we're going to make sure we put that back right like that. Alright. Little shot there and a little shot there. Okay. You have a bolt, then you have a lock washer, and then you have this big spacer, bolt spacer. It's thick, and it helps keep the pressure down on that blade. Check this again. You have a baling wire, twine. Tighten these on. That's torqued perfectly. All I'm doing is I'm applying pressure this way and pressure down to counteract that force, so that the blade, you know, I can control how much action I'm getting on there. So, okay. Now all that's left is to put this back down on the ground, slide it underneath the tractor, and put the clips back in, do a test fire. Okay. 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 Can you see these? Let's go down a little bit more. Okay, so we were using these as handles. Now we're going to put them back out to the way they were. Like that. And they're going to hook up to the front up there. So, actually maybe we should put them back in so we can slide them, so they'll pass by that front tire. belts are right. The belts are correct. This is pulling this way. Perfect. Okay. Alright. Kind of where it needs to be. So these two blades, I can get in there. Don't know if I can. You can kind of see this little tab here. It's been bent out towards us, but I'll work on that another day because I don't feel like straightening that out. So what we need to do is you can see in there. See, I can't even see. Hold on. There's that bar, and it's got to go in that hole right there. So it's a little forward, so I'll push it back a little bit. Back a little more. There, it's popped through. Now before we put the cotter pin on that, we're gonna do the same thing to this side here. I don't know if you can, to the other side. You can see that it's maybe you can't, right here. That's the hole where this has to go. So this is an inch forward. So we just push it back, right. I gotta put you down, dang it. Maybe, let me try one more time. Let's move the deck back a little bit. Still forward a little bit. Almost there though. A little more. Okay. There's that. It needs to go in this hole. Oh, there it is. Look at that. It's in. Okay. I hate these, but I don't have another one right now, so I'm going to use it over again. You saw me how trouble I had getting it off, so all I gotta do is just slide it like that and it's on. I'm gonna go to the other side. We're gonna take this guy. Now I put mine so the big round part is in the front, not instead of putting it this way, because like if you drag, like grass comes by here, it pulls these out, and I've lost, you know, I don't know, 10, 20 of them. So you got to remember to put them in this way, so as you're driving it pushes it, keeps wanting to push this on instead of unclip it as you're driving, like when you get into thick grassy stuff. Alright, now where's that? Right there, that's, you kind of see it right there. That's the hole it's got to go in. So we put it in right, like right there. Shoot. Okay. There. That's it. Now, probably should have put that belt on first. You're probably laughing at me. Let me go see if I can get that belt in. Probably can't. I gotta take these off again. That belt, this one here, needs to go around that pulley, and this is like a little keeper that keeps it on. So I gotta put you down for this, because if it goes on, it's just because it was a miracle. I'm pretty sure I have to take off everything. Almost. Come on. There it goes. Alright. Belt's on. I didn't have to pull those clips out. Probably been faster if I pulled the clips out, but let's finish this up. Okay. Whew. 2 more to go. This is where we lower our deck down. And this plugs into here. One. Now do the other side. You're done. Okay, now that should have done this in the winter time, I'm already filthy. Okay, so all the clips that you saw me pull out, I put back in. And now it's ready to be test driven. Last night the batteries ran out and we only had one more thing to check, and so we'll do that this morning. And that's, and now that we got the blades in, everything's hooked up, we'll start it up and we'll just mow a patch of grass here. We'll go forward and back on one side, so you got to the right side, coming back on the right side, and then we'll come back the other way so your right side is cutting next to the left side, and so you can see if there are any differences. It should be okay. If not, we'll have to adjust the level of the blades. So it looks like it's doing okay. Of course, coming back on the right side and coming back on the right side, the same blades cutting next to each other, so that's going to be level. But then we come back this way with the opposite side running against the blade, and that grass is pretty darn level. We just cut this about 5 days ago, so it hasn't grown too much. But that looks like it's going to be just fine. Anyway, thanks for watching. Get this to work. Thanks for watching the video. I enjoy all comments. I know I'm not a professional, but that gets done around the farm here. I got to do what I got to do. So if you like this, go ahead and like it. Go ahead and subscribe. That'd be great. If you want to see more videos coming out, hit that little bell, whatever it is.
anyway, I think the next thing we're going to do is probably adjust the valves on this, but we'll probably do that tonight. That'll be another video. And what else? I don't know. We'll figure it out. See ya. Bye.